These are 27 victims of Chattanooga's worst form of violence. The 27 people murdered this year in Chattanooga. The two youngest were 2-year-old DeMarcus and 3-year-old Tatiana. The city has had more homicides this year than since at least 2010. And tonight, the city's mayor and police chief say despite those numbers, things are getting better.
Any crime is too much crime and any violence is unacceptable violence, but we are seeing some very positive trends.
That positive trend Chief Fletcher is referring to isn't the homicide rate. That's up 42% this year over last. What he is talking about is a downward trend in shootings this year and overall crime. His department reports gang-related shootings are down 18% from last year, with 111 shooting incidents in 2014.
If violence happens to you, it's one too many. So even these positive trends we're seeing are unacceptable.
Channel 3 analyzed all 27 homicide victims. 88% were black, 5 were female, and the average victim's age was 29.
Every life in our community is precious. And even though we can't stop every shooting, we're certainly going to do everything that we can to keep everybody in our community safe.
Even though there were more murders this year, Mayor Burke says the Violence Reduction Initiative is showing gradual success. Burke says the goal of VRI is to reduce gang-related shootings and to stop the constant cycle of retaliation.
We can't stop every shooting. What we can do is to say, in the long run, we want to see those numbers go down. We also know that sometimes you'll see spikes, and there's not much that we can do about it.
The biggest spike this year came in June when Fletcher first started his job as chief. He had 2 separate murders on his first day.
So it sort of set the tone for the reason I came here, was try to help my officers help this community be and feel safe.
One crime Chief Fletcher admits is tough to control is domestic violence, but Mayor Burke says that's one of the biggest issues right now in Chattanooga and the state of Tennessee, which ranks in the top 10 states for females murdered. In the studio, Dan Kennedy, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.